Welcome to the LinkedIn Authority Blueprint webinar by Joe Apfelbaum. I am the CEO of Ajax Union, a B2B marketing agency based in Brooklyn. I'm an author of High Energy Secrets, and I love to speak for audiences to help them be able to create strategies for their business. And I'm on a mission to help hungry entrepreneurs go from frustration to motivation. So connect with me on LinkedIn and send me a direct message. I love to support, to coach, and to add value to people's lives. Who is this webinar for? This webinar is for people in the B2B marketing world, business owners, executives of companies, anyone looking for leads or referrals, entrepreneurs, sales professionals, marketing directors, and for those that love learning and growing. So I want to ask yourself, which one of those are you? So at Ajax Union, we've been around for 10 years. And we started off as a regular marketing company doing search engine optimization, but we morphed into a digital marketing agency that focuses on B2B. We do digital marketing strategy. We help companies with lead generation, lead nurturing, and we are the LinkedIn marketing experts. We're located in Dumbo, Brooklyn, New York, and we love supporting small businesses and entrepreneurs and executives. What we love doing is creating events. So we have this meetup that we have on a regular basis. Our next meetup is in January. So if you want to join our meetup, please come to our website, go to ajaxunion.com/meetup, and you can join. We've had over 350 people come to our meetups recently, and we look forward to seeing you there. Our goal is to have engaged people on LinkedIn come together, meet face-to-face, and have a great time. Now, the reason why we're really focusing on LinkedIn is because now that we're B2B, we realize that there's a massive opportunity in LinkedIn, specifically for B2B companies that need relationships to grow their business. You see, LinkedIn is the largest networking event in the world, and people show up on LinkedIn every day. As a matter of fact, 40% of people log into LinkedIn daily. And did you know that 65% of B2B companies have acquired a customer through LinkedIn? And 46% of social media traffic to company websites come from LinkedIn. LinkedIn generates 3 times more leads than Twitter and Facebook combined. So LinkedIn is powerful. As a matter of fact, Microsoft paid $26.2 billion to purchase LinkedIn. That was 25% more than the stock was worth at the time. And if you look at the numbers, LinkedIn has over 500 million members. It has 61 million senior level influencers and 40 million decision makers. It's literally the most used social media platform for Fortune 500 companies. And the question is, how engaged are you on LinkedIn? Now, most people that I ask this question to, they say they log in once a day, maybe once a week, some once a month. But there are a million people. There are a million people that are posting on social media every day, but there are 500 million people that are logging in. So out of the 500 million people, why are only 1 million people posting? I ask this question all the time, and I get all types of answers from people. The reason why people are not posting on social media, the reason why people are not posting on LinkedIn specifically to promote their business is because when I ask 150 people to answer the questions, these are the top 10 answers. Number 1 is I don't know what to post. Number 2 is people will judge me. Number 3 is my content is not valuable enough, or I'm waiting for the perfect piece of content, or my connections are not interested in seeing my posts, or everything I share people already know, or I'm afraid of posting because I don't want to get judged, or I don't have time. So I hear a lot of different excuses and reasons, but the reality is the reason why most people don't post is because they don't know the keys to success. And I'm going to tell you the keys to success, and I'm going to show you the different levels where people are at, and you could self-identify and let me know which one of these you're at. So the people on the bottom, they're technophobes. They're afraid of technology. They say, oh, I'm not friends with technology. I don't know how to use technology. So they're fearful, they're lost, they're feeling tired, and maybe they're in debt. What they need is they need a coach. They need someone to train them on how to use the tool, to learn the basics and how to log in, how to reset their password, how to get in and use the technology. Then there are the people that are the next level up, which are the lurkers, the people that are watching. They're feeling unsure, frustrated, hopeful, and they're surviving. They're barely marketing their business. What they need is a strategy. They need to figure out what their goals are, make it really clear, write it down, figure out their target market, their messaging, and have it all written down so that they can start executing. But then there are people that have all that stuff and they're just dabbling. They're not actually executing every day. they're feeling like something is missing. They're feeling procrastination. And what I say to those people that are getting by and they're feeling they're missing out something, that they need an asset library. Their keys to success is assets. So they need to create a library of content and schedule to automate their marketing. And finally, the people on the top are the influencers. They're in control, they're confident, they're ready for growth, they're thriving, and they feel wow. What they need is to monetize their influence to figure out how to create more products and services to be able to drive the influence that they're already getting in the right way. So if relationships are important to you and you know where you stand and you want to go from a lurker to an influencer, then LinkedIn needs to be important to you as well. So most people are performing random acts of networking or random acts of marketing for that point. And on LinkedIn, hoping that somebody will notice you is not enough. You need to have a strategy, a plan of action, or a policy designed to achieve a major overall aim. Because you see, energy without strategy is a waste of time. So the question is, how are you going to create a LinkedIn marketing strategy to be able to help you actually start executing? This is the reason why most people are not executing, because they don't have a plan. And I'm going to show you the exact plan that you can use that works for me and that works for many of our clients as well. So if you want to go from a lurker to an influencer, on the bottom, you got to start with strategy. You got to start with figuring out your goals, your target market, and then your message. Because you want to go from confusion to clarity. You want to go from targeting everyone to targeting only the most qualified clients. And you want to go from having a bland message to an effective message where people actually want to buy from you. See, people hate to be sold, but they love to buy. So if you have this right strategy, now you're feeling confidence. Now you're ready to start posting. But in order for you to post effectively every day, you got to make sure that you understand what your assets are, what posts you have, the ones that are relevant, not irrelevant, ones that are engaging, the ones that are, instead of selling stuff, you have educational articles that are evergreen articles. They last forever. You have media that's just not just black and white, but in color, videos, images, podcasts. And then you have the right promotion plan in place where you have everything scheduled. Instead of randomly posting things, you're consistent every single day. Instead of posting things that don't get exposure, have things that are optimized with the right keywords, with the right links, with the right hashtags. And then reporting, instead of hoping that you'll be successful, knowing that you'll be successful. And that's how you go from being a lurker to an influencer. I'm going to break down each component. So number one, your goals. When you're thinking about your goals, you want to think about, number one is how many connections you have. Number two is how qualified are those connections. Number three is, are they real connections? Do they know you? And number four is, what amount of articles, views, likes, shares, posts are you going to set a goal to match your business goal? You see, most people don't have their goal in place. They don't have a goal written down. They don't know how much money they want to earn. They just want to earn as much as possible. And as much as possible isn't specific. So if you want to earn a certain amount of money, you have to figure out for how many people you're going to earn that amount of money, and then who those people are. And then you got to look at your numbers. You got to look at where you are right now and where you want to get to. There are two different types of goals. I always tell people there are product goals and process goals. There are activities and there are outcomes. And you really want to focus on having both goals written down to help you be able to get to the next level. Once you have your goals, then you got to figure out your target market. You got to figure out who you're targeting. Now, most people want to do business with anybody, and doing business with anybody is not going to help you succeed. You want to be able to do business with certain people, very specific types of people, because that way you're going to be able to find them on social media. You're going to be able to engage with them with their messaging that resonates with them, and you're going to be more successful. When I tell people you got to pick a specific type of person, they get scared. They say, but Joe, if I pick a person, specific type of person, I'm going to miss out on all the other people. And I always say that if you don't have that person, they don't exist. So your target client should be someone that's an ideal client for you, that you enjoy working with, that values your products and services, and that you can make a profit from them. Because let me ask you a question. Would you rather somebody buy from you because you're the lowest cost provider? Or would you rather somebody get stuff from you because you literally are the best, because you're delivering the most value? Obviously, you'd want people to buy from you because you're delivering the most value. So that's really the key. The key is to connect with people. And then there's another type of person that you want to connect with, which is a target partner. Someone that works with the same clients as you and that can refer business back and forth between them. And that's another type of target you need to have in your arsenal when you're targeting people. Now, once you got your goals clear and your target clear, then your message needs to be on point. And your message needs to add value. So the question is, what is your message? How does it add value? What are you personally good at? What problem or pain point do you solve for that target market? You see, if you're targeting people that shop at IKEA, it's a very different target market than the people that are shopping at Accentuations by Design or a fancy furniture store. Because the people that are targeting at IKEA, they're looking for the lowest cost. They're looking for furniture that's fun to build, that has really great design, but that once you build it, you got to throw it out because it's disposable. They don't want stuff that they'll keep forever that they pay a fortune for. But the people that shop at the fancy furniture store, they don't want to travel to the end of the world. They don't want to build it themselves, and they don't want junk. They want furniture that lasts forever. So their message will be very different depending on the type of person that you're targeting. So if you want to have effective messaging, you have to pick a target that aligns with your goal of what you want to be doing in your business. Once you have your strategy written down, which it doesn't have to be super complicated, the 3 steps, figuring out what you want to accomplish in your business, how much revenue, how many clients, what type of clients, who are they, target market, figuring out exactly the industries that they're in, how do they think, what they do, exactly who they are, and then your messaging. Then you move on to assets. And most people think that assets is like, oh, you got to post, you got to post a post. But there's many different types of posts that you can post. And most people are stuck posting one type of post and they don't get engagement. And the key on LinkedIn is to get engagement because posts are the lifeblood of creating community. So if you're just posting informational stuff, that's not really going to be effective. What you need to get is personal, tell stories, post photos, family stuff, or inspirational quotes, messages, gratitude, or maybe engaging stories of frustration and problems, things that you solve for customers, and engaging your audience. And then you could also post information, which is like tips, PSAs, FYIs, links to very interesting things that you find online, or entertainment, because people love to have fun. So if you find something that's funny, that's related to your industry or related to your personality, that's something you can share. Or help. You can actually help people or ask for help, call to action, make an offer. And if you mix this inside your asset library and you create all different types of posts, you're much more likely to succeed because you're going to have a variety of posts. For example, over here, I asked a question for engagement. I said, what is something that you believe that most people don't believe? And I got a tremendous amount of engagement on that. Another thing that I posted is I went to a networking event with a bunch of lawyers and professionals, and I took a selfie, and I mentioned them, and I thanked them. And over 1,500 people saw it. Or I had an inspirational goal to get to 150 recommendations on LinkedIn. And since this, I actually achieved my goal of 150 recommendations. I actually have 160 already. So that's one type of area that you need to have in your asset library. Another thing that you need to do is you need to have articles, which is you need to first choose your target market and write articles by trying on their shoes, thinking about what pains they have or could have in the future, and figuring out how you can help them. What is the best type of evergreen article for you to write? So in my business, I write evergreen articles that resonate with my target audience. If I'm targeting marketing directors or sales managers or CEOs, I know what their problems are. And I create articles. I created an evergreen article and I posted it on Forbes around how to set a marketing budget for your business. And that article got tens of thousands of views, and I still get leads every single week from that article because it's a powerful article that's going to last for a really long time. And I actually help people be able to figure out how to pick a marketing budget for their business. Another type of article that I wrote was how to run a successful networking event, because we ran over 12 successful networking events in the past year, and people started asking me, Joe, how do you run a successful networking event? So I posted an article about that, and I send that to people when they want it. Or how to create videos on LinkedIn on the go, or 5 things to do to 10x your productivity, or how to set goals for 2018, and now how to set goals for 2019. I could literally use the same article and repurpose it and post it again, and people will find value, and I could even add to it. So it's an evergreen article that can last forever. I love networking with networkers, so I created a way to be successful in networking, but I wrote why most people fail at networking with BNI. And there are things that they're just not doing. They're not following up. So I put a list of things of why people fail on there, and it got a tremendous amount of traction. The right people saw it. Again, I'm not looking for millions of people. I'm looking for the right people to look at my stuff. So I'd rather a few hundred people see my stuff on a consistent basis than a few million people see me once. So then there's the media component, which is videos, images, audio. Having that in your library makes it much easier for you to be able to share this information. So you don't have to think about it or reinvent the wheel. So once you have your strategy and you have your library of assets and you know exactly what you can choose to post, then we're moving on to promotion, which is your schedule, your posting, and your reporting. So schedule is frequency. How often would you like to post? Is exposure what you need to help your business? If it is, you need to have the frequency. You need to be consistently posting content. And then you don't have to post quality content every single time. You can mix between quantity and quality. Sometimes you'll post a quote, and sometimes you'll post a 40,000-word article that you spend a year writing. So quantity, it means you want to stay top of mind. Quality means you want to get deep with your audience and really get them thinking. So you want to schedule that properly for your business. And then posting, you want to make sure that you're using hashtags. You want to make sure that you have the right spelling and grammar. Maybe have somebody else QA your stuff. Quality assurance. Emoticons, because that connects with people's emotions. And because 57% of people log on to LinkedIn using mobile versus desktop, you want to think about how it appears on mobile versus desktop, especially if you're adding links, because hopefully you're including links. And then you want to think about the images that you want to add to make sure that the post really stands out. So if you think about these things in advance and you get them all organized, you're much more likely to succeed. And then when you're promoting it, after you post, you want to think about your promotion plan. Who will you ask to help you promote it? Are you part of a pod, an engagement pod where people share each other's stuff and they comment and like on it? And I know that LinkedIn is cracking down on some of that stuff, but if you have a small pod of trusted people, I think it's fine. Who do you tag in the comments? Who do you mention in posts? Have a list of people that you know that you can reliably mention and they will engage, or that they're influencers and that your content is relevant to who they are. And then finally, reporting. The most important number when it comes to reporting is how many profile views you get. Last time I did this webinar, I had 4,577 profile hits. But as I continue to grow, I got 6,000. I already have 7,000. My goal is to get to 10,000, which will make me have 1,000 views every single week. And that's what I want. I want consistency. I want to grow my consistency to make sure that I'm constantly getting people to look at my profile so that I get more business. I know that for every person that looks at my profile, a certain amount of people, for every X amount of people that look at my profile, a certain amount of people will reach out to me telling me they're interested in my services. So I know that when I get 1,000 people to look at my profile, I'm going to hit my number that will help me be able to generate $2 million in new business next year. And that's my thought process, and that's how I measure success. So the LinkedIn Authority Blueprint is something that you can do yourself. You can set up your own strategy, set up your own assets, set up your own promotion, or it's something that we can do for you. So we have a done-for-you service, and I'm happy to present it to you right now. So if you want us to do this for you, the way it would work is, first of all, it's usually very expensive because we work with larger companies that are $10 to $100 million in annual sales. And typically to create a digital marketing strategy, it costs $15,000 for us to do that. But we're offering you a special offer because we're testing something out specifically for the LinkedIn community. And we already did this for 21 people, and we were very successful at doing this, which is setting you up with a strategy session to identify your goals, to identify your target market, to identify your messaging, and to create for you a library of assets and a 13-week content calendar with all the ideas of everything that you could be doing each day. And in addition to that, we're willing to throw in an optimized profile so you can 10x your profile views and get more opportunities, and a connections dashboard that will help you recognize and strategize who are the most important relationships in your network. And we're willing to do all this today for a one-time fee of $15.97. And we're only doing this for 30 profiles this year. We already did 21, so we're going to do it for another 9 people. I have a bunch of people in the hopper. But if you're interested, let me know that you're interested in doing this. And we're also going to throw in a direct messaging strategy as well. So if you're interested in this, set up a call with me or just send me a message right now on the chat. Say, Joe, I want more information about this. And I'm going to have somebody send you information about this. We'll send you an email with more information. And when it comes to direct message strategy, we recently started reaching out to 100 people a day on LinkedIn. And when I ask people, I say, do you send people direct message on LinkedIn? They say no. They're afraid of sending people messages because they might be bothering them. But if you have the right strategy, you're actually not bothering people. You're actually communicating with people and looking to add value, looking to build relationships. But posting is really the key to getting people to respond to your message, because when people see you over and over and over, then they're much more likely to respond to your message and want to have a relationship with you because they see that you're an influencer and you're adding value. People will see that they want to build a relationship with you for that. You know, people tell me all the time, Joe, I get your emails. I'd love to talk to you. Or I see your video. So glad you reached out. Would love to help you with your goals. So what's the first message that you send people? So I have a whole list of messages that we can send directly based on who you are. We can literally create a direct message strategy based on who you are and what your values are and the way that you naturally speak. So if you're interested in this, just write, Joe, I'm interested, and I'll be more than happy to share this with you. Or you could just email marketing@ajaxunion.com, and we'll be more than happy to share this with you. So hopefully you got some value out of this. And just to go back to show you exactly what you're, some people ask, okay, Joe, tell me exactly what I'm getting with this. So what you get with the actual blueprint is that we send you a questionnaire. It's a questionnaire that would take you about an hour to 2 hours to fill out. Once you do the questionnaire, then we set up a 90-minute virtual strategy session where you speak to a coach and you work together through your goals, your target, your message. You do a content marketing brainstorm to come up with all the ideas for all the posts, articles, and media that you need. And then our team will create a 13-week content calendar, an asset library, a messaging dashboard for you so that you know exactly all the people that you need to connect with, who you need to message, what you need to do, and that will allow you to succeed. So if you're interested in that, at the end of the 2 weeks, once we provide you with everything, we also do a 45-minute call to kind of review what we've done. And then at that point, we can either offer to actually create the content for you or for you to do it yourself. And some people want to do it themselves. Some people want us to do it for them. So if you're interested in this, just email marketing@ajaxunion.com. I'll be more than happy to help you with this. And if you have any other questions, again, email marketing@ajaxunion.com. We're here to support you, to help you be able to get more out of LinkedIn. And the more you do this, the more successful you'll be. Thank you so much for being part of this. Really appreciate you.